Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel Ray and today we're doing a WIPNCHAT, which stands for Work in Progress in Chat. And as you can see here, I'm still working on Halloween Cat. I'm using my Craftmates containers for the drills, Bijou Bliss tray. I'm using custom pens by TJ as my diamond penny pen, and I'm using Crafting Cat UK's putty in pumpkin spice, and it is really nice. It smells so good and it lasts a really long time. So, and the little name tag up there, if anybody's interested, that's a cover minder from Fantasy Sparkles, and they are down in the description if you want any of those links. This has been a really enjoyable diamond painting, as I knew it would be. It feels like it's coming together really quickly, and each one of these sections that I'm working on right now take about an hour, maybe a little bit over an hour to do. In this particular one, there was a little bit more single placing, and so it took a bit more than an hour. Anyway, really liking it. The round drills is a nice change of pace from the square drills that I did last time. And if you want to check out my last diamond painting, it was the custom by Jolly Gem Shop, and that is on my page. You can check it out. I do have a whole playlist of completed diamond paintings, so if anybody is looking for an example or a review of something from a specific company, please be sure to check that out. It is kind of, I think that kind of video is a bit unloved, underappreciated. Maybe it's just the algorithm not showing it to people, but I do have reviews of every painting that I've done, and I do, just for the record, I do have someone that has helped me in the past, because I am a slow diamond painter, but I am getting back into diamond painting more and more, and so yeah, you'll see more from me too. So this is the one that I'm doing for the season that everybody helped me pick out. I asked here on YouTube and in my Patreon which painting people would like to see me do next, and the overwhelming response was Halloween Cat. It was either this one or Enchanted Forest, Andreas Roca, and that one is a beast. It's huge. It is no longer in print. It is and has been one of my all-time favorite must-do diamond paintings, but for one reason or another, I haven't done it yet, even though I purchased it a long time ago, back when it was still on the website. But yeah, that just goes to show how long it takes me. I'm lucky if I get 4 or 5 diamond paintings done a year at this pace, but there's a lot that's been going on. So we're going to talk about what the past week has been like, and I am filming or recording this voiceover on Wednesday early afternoon, and Luna has not yet gone into her appointment. So at the end of this video, I will come back and finish this voiceover with the details about her x-ray that she has to get, which I am nervous about, and I'm doing everything that I can today to keep the what ifs away and the anxiety down. So yeah, join me as I catch you up on stuff. So the past week has been nice and relaxed, to be fair, although Fridays are really nerve-wracking for us right now, as we were waiting to see if James gets called in for his surgery. And so every Friday we're just on pins and needles and biting our fingernails, waiting for the phone call. Luckily, last week that did not happen because I am here. I did have to make contingency plans, like I talked about in the last WIPNCHAT, just in case we got called, that everything was sorted, and I've kind of got it figured out now, and I think it's going to be okay. My friend said that she would take care of Luna in the case that we had to drop everything, not to worry about it. But one thing, I'm really glad that it didn't happen because we're just not ready yet. But I think we're one step closer to being ready. We managed to spend our weekend cleaning out more rooms. So now we have James's office is completely bare except for his desk that he works from home at. There were a lot of books. I don't think I took a picture. I'll be honest. It was chock full of stuff. And that was the room that became like a dumping room for books and electronics. And is it just me, or does everybody have like every laptop they've ever had? So we have a bunch of laptops that we honestly, I don't know what to do with them. I have taken all the info off of them, but like I have one that doesn't even turn on anymore because we decided to have a bunch of friends over for a bit of a party and wine got spilled on my laptop. That was not great. And that was the one that had all my pictures from Korea and Japan, and I am very sad about it. But that was many, many, many years ago. And I have grieved that. I've decided that, the best thing to do would be to just try to go back and take more pictures. And this time make sure that they're saved properly. But that's kind of, that's the motto of life, I suppose. I was very torn up about it, though, when it happened. Anyway, all of that to say, we managed to disassemble the bookshelves, and there were 2 of these, really large, heavy-duty shelving units meant for kitchens or pantries. Steel frames with it's like a heavy particle board kind of flat surface to put things on. It was being used as a pantry back when James's parents were still with us. That's where she kept all of her extra pie and cake tins, her lasagna pans, and then all of the extras. She was the owner, head chef, manager of her own restaurant for a very, very long time. His mother was. And in her later years, when I met her, she was in charge of desserts for her son's restaurant. She passed it down. He changed the name, rebranded. He went to culinary school and everything, and he's an amazing chef. If you ever come around here, you have to drop in sometime. He had her doing the desserts and lasagnas and things like this because, she didn't even need a recipe. She just knew how to make it from muscle memory, and it was always the most delicious. Her lemon meringue and apple pie and everything, just amazing. She would keep all of the ingredients needed for things like that in this work zone. She also had extras of a lot of appliances. Like she would have an extra mixer. She had choppers and, mini choppers and all kinds of things that over the past year and a half or more, we've had to slowly go through and try to figure out what to do with. And in the end, most of that was actually given away and donated because it honestly, it deserved a new home, but we didn't have the time, the patience to try to sell anything. So we just went ahead and donated all of that. And we got down to just our stuff, the stuff that we brought. So we had like a juicer, mixer. What else was in there that I'm thinking of? Oh, a soda stream. I do like carbonated water. It keeps me away from soda. Even though I only drink sugar-free now because there's a law in Ireland, there's a sugar tax. So anything with sugar in it costs more And that's just an initiative to keep kids from overeating sugar. I suppose, unless they put a sugar tax on candy. I don't know. Anyway. So anyhow, where was I going with that? So we had all those things, and I had moved a cupboard type drawer thing from her old bedroom, and then one of those heavy duty shelves into the kitchen where the staircase used to be that we took out. And now we have a place for everything. It's not pretty, but it works for now. We have all of our bins, and then we have all of our big appliances and small appliances, especially ones that we use all the time, like the rice cooker, the egg cooker, and all that. That's on the shelves. Bread machine as well. All of that kind of bulky stuff now has a place in its actual room. And one day, it is my hope and my dream that I can have a kind of, I think they used to call them a buffet. I'm probably wrong about this, but a cabinet, a countertop, and some cabinets both below the counter and above on the wall. In the cabinets down below, I want to be able to pull out bins, because we have four bins. We have maybe even more than that. I don't know, but I need a space for the dry recycling, the recycling that goes back to the shop to be put back into how do I put this? I don't know even how to explain it. You bring it back and you get money back. It's like a deposit scheme. So the cans and the plastic bottles that have the little return label, I need a bin for them. Dry plastic, as I said. And then there's like glass and tins, food tins that need to go to the recycling center. There's trash, and then compost can be separate. Compost does not need to be inside the buffet or cabinetry. I think that's just a terrible idea because it'll be stinky. And I think that the trash being in there would probably be stinky too. But I can get charcoal filters and things like that to put inside and eliminate smells and odors, and it's going to be cleaned out regularly anyway. So if you're one of those people that has the trash can in your kitchen cabinets, I think you know what I'm talking about for sure. But it's not all that weird. But I think compost, food waste, specifically food waste, would be weird inside of a cabinet. Anyhow, that's the dream. And then putting the coffee there, and then having room for all of the little appliances and big appliances, and then, mugs and stuff like that. I think that's the dream. But it's going to be a working dream for a long time. Maybe next year we will be able to set it up and do that. But oh my gosh, and can you imagine having like a place for the broom and dustpan to go, and maybe we have like a stick vacuum, put the stick vacuum in there, the mop and the mop bucket. I mean, this is pie in the sky stuff, but I've seen it done well. I would like to implement that one day, but right now it's just still dreams. So anyhow, we cleaned out that room, got everything out, like I said, except for the desk. And it did take a little bit of effort, but it's done. And James has a lot of books. He has more books than I do. I think I must have done some pretty effective decluttering and rehoming of a lot of my physical books. Because there's a closet in there. That's where I was keeping all of my D-stash. diamond paintings, and he filled up the entire rest of the closet on top of all the diamond paintings and everything, just chock full of books. So those will have to be gone through once we finish the rooms and everything, but it's all safe and it's no longer a priority. Speaking of diamond paintings, I just wanted to let you all know that I will not be doing sneak peeks for a while. I have asked to be, on a break for a while. And of course, they were very gracious. Diamond Art Glow was very gracious and said, yeah, that's no problem. Just let us know when you're back and ready to film. But like right now, we are about to dismantle the craft room. I've already taken all of the stuff that was on my bookcase. I've taken that off and put it in bins and put that away out of this room that I'm filming in. Next is all of my diamond painting supplies and the filming desk. So honestly, I don't know how I'm going to be making videos soon. I'm going to try my hardest to keep everything going as we go through the next few months. And hopefully it doesn't take too long, but I just want to let you know, in case you're one of those people who really looks forward to the unboxings, that those are going to go away for a little while. And it's probably just going to be WIPNCHATs for a little bit, and then whatever else I can manage. But I've been very, very, lucky and blessed to have all of the unboxings and sneak peeks that I have. So I don't mind, it's just time to take a little bit of a break. And there are a lot of really cool people out there that make videos for diamond painting as well. And you should definitely check them out too. If you haven't already. All you have to do is type in diamond painting, and so many amazing people are making videos. But yeah, I will continue to do what I can, and I will also be on my Patreon doing weekly vlogs where I'm talking about the renovations and life and everything in between. So if you are looking for a way to support, that is the best way monetarily, but just watching the videos and giving a thumbs up and being subscribed to the channel itself for free, that's actually super helpful, and I really appreciate you. I know that we are all in a really tough spot right now. It is not easy. Everything is expensive. It's way too expensive. So trust me, I understand. Please do not spend outside of your means. But people ask me all the time, what should I do? And I'm like, just help me watch videos. That would be great. But yeah, while I'm gone and doing other things, that watching old videos would be really cool. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on here. I had a friend just test positive for COVID, so that's going around again. I hope I don't get it. And her kitty went away on Friday and hasn't come back yet. So we've been getting ready to put up posters and stuff around the town, and she already did a sweep of the area, and we're asking people to please open your sheds, make sure that the cats aren't like locked in somewhere, because 'tis the season, fall, everybody going out and raking up leaves or using a leaf blower or something like that. They might accidentally lock a cat in a shed. So scary times. I hope he comes back soon, because he's giving her a bit of a fright, and that's the last thing that she needs when she's at home sick with COVID. And yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else, but I think that's pretty much it. I am really close to the end of another series that I've been watching called Mr. Queen. It's a K-drama. It's one that was really highly recommended, but for some reason it really doesn't jive with me. I think it's enjoyable enough, but it's just not my favorite. I took a little break and I watched a movie. I haven't seen too many movies, I'll be honest. It's all been series up into the, and the occasional movie. If you are looking for a kind of bite-sized movie, is really touching, and it's not going to take up this particular series I'm watching is 20 plus hours. This is an hour and 40 minutes, and it's called Always, from 2011. If you put in Always 2011 Korean movie, it'll come up. I had to watch it on Dailymotion. It wasn't on any streaming services, but Dailymotion is a website and you can watch it for free. So I watched that and it was so good. And I don't even really want to give it away because it's just, go check it out if that's something that you would like to do. But I was crying at the end. Happy tears. Sad and happy. Because at first it was sad and then it was happy. It wasn't bittersweet. It was like, oh my gosh. Anyhow, I'm sure I could have described that better, but look, I'm just nervous right now because it is 12:30 and Luna has her x-ray at 2. So I will go now, and I'm going to hang up laundry and all this kind of stuff, this house stuff that I need to get done. I've got some videos that I'd like to film once she has gone, so it's nice and quiet. But I'm going to be a little emotional, I think, when I come back to finish this recording. I have no idea what they're going to say. And I don't know when I'm going to be picking her up either. So this is probably going to be late online. But I'm optimistic. I hope that it is simply a heart murmur that she needs more medication for, that the medication dosage that she's on right now just isn't cutting it, and that's why she's still coughing, and that it doesn't feel like it's getting any better. But the vet did say to steel yourself for the worst possible scenario, which would be like a tumor or cancer everywhere or whatever. I really hope not, because she seems to be in very, very good health otherwise. She's not slowed down on W's, WALKs. Still full of energy and everything. She does sleep more, but when she's out, just as happy and full of energy as she always is. So, and no weird bumps and lumps that I've seen. So fingers crossed. And yeah, I will be back. For you, it'll be a second, and for me, it'll be half a day. So I'll see you in a minute. All right, it has been several hours since I pressed the record button first. It is now 7:30 at night, and it's all done. Luna got her x-ray, and this is what they found. They found that she has an enlarged heart, which we kind of knew already just by listening to the heart. And the vet saw fluid in her heart. They have prescribed her with a type of medication that will help to remove the fluid and to bring down that enlargement, however that works. It's like Vetmedin or something. The dosage has been changed. It's been increased by 4. So 4 times what she was taking for the past 3 weeks. It's now going to be, 4 times that amount. So hopefully in 2 weeks' time, we will see if any changes have been made, any noticeable changes have been made with the 2 prescriptions. But something else that they found is that there is, and I quote, a patterning in her lungs, on her lungs. And they think it might be cancer. So I kind of had a feeling that that could be what it is, because she had the cancer in her womb and they did the full hysterectomy. My vet at the time said that he got it all, but there's no real way to know that for sure just by cutting away, and it makes sense that there probably was a little bit and it started to move. Maybe it got into a nerve, or however it works, lymph nodes, or, Anyway, she didn't say explicitly that it is most definitely cancer, because I think they'd have to do a lot more testing for that. And the bottom line is that she is an elderly dog, and there's not much that they can do about that. If she were a puppy or something like that, then maybe they would be saying, oh yeah, you could take her and do this and that treatment. But the reality is that she's going to be made as comfortable as possible and to lead the most full and, long life that she can with the medication that we can provide. I know that's going to be really sad and disappointing to a lot of folks. It is mostly for me. But Luna is a great dog, and she is currently recovering at this moment. Actually, she's trying to get in here. She's opening the door by herself. Hey, baby. I'm in here. She's still very high. Sweetie, I'm in the office. She went in the wrong direction. She's very loopy still. What has it been? It's been since 4 o'clock when I picked her up on the dot, and I had to carry her home from the vet's office. It's not that far away. It's probably 500 feet, 200 meters. But she was too wobbly to walk on her own, and it broke my heart. I got her home and put her in a bed. I gave her, after some time, I gave her a little bit of her squeezy treat. Lulu, hi baby. Hey, hi helicopter tail. And yeah, are you hungry yet? I'm a little bit worried about feeding her regular food, so I got her some soft, wet food. Just to make sure, she doesn't bite her tongue or anything like that. But yeah, my little girl is getting old. So she'll be on this treatment for 2 weeks. And then we will find out whether or not it is, if it's working, if they need to change it or increase the dosage or anything like that, just by monitoring her every 2 weeks. And I will continue to do everything that I can to make sure that she's without stress and just getting the best care that she can. It's really sad, though. I knew that it was going to be sad anyway. It's not easy seeing your pet in being all disordered, and there's something wrong and you don't know what. And like I said, I am really sad that I didn't take it seriously, and I should have. A cough is not just something they'll get over by themselves. You really should take them to the vet, and that is all on me. Now, we did not get a visit from the people doing the house work, the plumber or the builder today. I don't know when they'll come. We did manage to send off the details of the radiators and everything to our plumber so that he can get them ordered, and hopefully he will be here next week, along with the builder, and we'll just see where it goes from there. But I feel like we are moving at a snail's pace, and then it seems like everything speeds up, and it sounds like, oh yeah, next week we're going to get into this, so we need to do all of this, and then it doesn't happen. And I know that that's going to happen over and over again. I think it's just really difficult because we're actually living in the house, and maybe if we weren't, that it wouldn't feel like such a big deal. But then again, I've seen other channels and stuff that talk about this all the time, and how long it takes to actually get things done, especially since, there aren't as many tradespeople as there needs to be for the demand. And so everybody's stretched thin, and I did kind of lose my cool today, and I shouldn't have, but I just got really emotional when I was talking to James about this. And the thing is that it's just, I have to be as patient as I can be. I want to make sure that I'm in on everything and that I know everything that's happening. But yeah, I don't like it when they are too optimistic with us. I think it would be better if they communicated with us in a more realistic way, using like might instead of will when they talk about their schedule. If they don't know for sure, then they should just say might. We might be there next week, instead of, oh yeah, we'll be there next week. A big difference. So in the meantime, I guess this is more time for me to research what we can get. I want to look into tile and bathroom configurations so that I can get that set up. I want to make my own floor plan and all of that to share with my plumber, since he'll be doing the majority of the work but not the tiling. I may end up having to do tiling by myself. Don't tell him. But we'll see. That would be a really fun way to put my own mark on the place, but we'll see if that happens. We do know someone that does really great tiling, so we might use him instead. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the Whip and Chat here for today. I know it's really short, and I know that it's probably been really anticipated, but I'm going to go eat because it's getting close to 8 o'clock and we haven't eaten yet, and that's probably why I'm a little bit hangry. But I hope that you all are able to enjoy your crafting. I'm going to keep trying to do as much diamond painting as I can. In fact, as of right now, I have actually finished the next section that you can see in this video. So I have filled in the top part of that leaf and everything, that next section, and I'm going to move on and hopefully finish the row this week, so that in the next Whip and Chat you'll see a brand new section that you haven't seen before. And I'm not going to pressure myself to finish this by Halloween. I'm not really sure that I could do that. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 more rows on this project. And if I'm going at this pace, although I'm doing like 1.5-ish, 1.25 sections, almost 2 sections per thing at the top here. So, but we'll see. We'll see how fast I can get done in the next rows to come. But hopefully sometime in November I'll be finished with this painting, and then we'll reach into the stash and find another painting to do. It'll be nice to go through the stash actually and see, but I may bring out Enchanted Forest and not do a holiday painting. We'll see. But yeah, anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for hanging out with me and spending your time with me. I appreciate it. I hope that you take care and enjoy your diamond painting or crafting, whatever kind of crafting you're doing. I hope you're taking care of yourself. Make sure you drink your water and take your vitamins and everything. And I will check in with you next week here on YouTube. Take care, everyone. Bye.